Hello, glad to see you here today. Today, I'd like to have a talk around how to grow a large following without talking to everyone. And I didn't know how to do this when I wasn't online, and I didn't know how to do it when I first came online. Um, it was just, I kind of felt like, well, I'm online now, and told to do this and do that and dropping links and spamming people or leading people with not so much well, let me just say it this way. I had a device, and that device I was to constantly fling up or put up or show or say, oh my, this is great, whatever it was. And so that was all I really knew. And I wondered why I wasn't getting anyone that wanted to follow me. And I have one major, major tip that really kind of helped me and made a difference for me to be able to see what it was that I wasn't seeing before. And that major tip, I wonder if any of you have any idea. I'm just putting my device over here and my notes down in front of me. But do you have any idea what I could possibly be talking about? Just think about it. So as you're hopping on, drop in what you think it is. Drop in where you're coming from. Drop in what your opinion might be, your question, your comment, whatever that is, so that we can be interactive. Uh, for me, when I first heard this, I was like, oh, how could I not know that? How could I not, even have that on my radar? And, I've heard about all the other things that I needed to be doing, and I was growing in that. But this one thing, when someone mentioned it to me, and it was in actually, we were in a conference or a workshop or something like that, when one of my mentors made it plain and clear. And then I also started to hear it from my other mentors and leaders. And I guess I just hadn't had my hearing, my ears weren't on or weren't checked or whatever. They weren't giving me this information. So as you think about what it might be, drop it in the chat. In the meantime, let me stop before I get going, because I'll get going and forget to introduce myself. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do this in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, I use lead generation. I also talk a lot about live video, because live video is it's a major, major player, and it just continuing to grow. And so we need to be aware of that. I also use modern, updated, and trending strategies to help you to be able to get what it is that you want. So let me go back to that. And I'm not seeing anything in the chat right now. I know sometimes it's a little slow. So for me, I had no idea. So I don't know if this will surprise you or not, but it definitely surprised me. And that was, you see people and they have these large followings, and you've been online maybe for a little bit and you don't have a large following. So what's going on? And as I was in a workshop, the person who was teaching the workshop, I want to say it was Helen Martin, and she said, you have to earn the right for people to follow you. And it's like when she said it, it was so, I guess it just opened my mind. It gave me clarity. It gave me something to think about. It gave me, a way to look at what I was doing. Was I doing that? Was I trying to earn the right, for someone to follow me, or was I just expecting it to just happen and that's the way it should be? Um, I mean, I know I see a lot of people that have, big followings, and but I never put the two together. And then a lot of times, too, people have done that to the point where people are just wanting to hear what it is that they're saying, and people are talking to the things that they need answers for, the solutions that they need, that from what they're going through in building their business. Throat's a little dry. So let me just get back and look at my notes because I will go off track and I'll go off on a tangent. So let me not do that. So do you understand, or do you have anything to say about earning the right for people to follow you? Does that do anything? Does it tell you anything? Does it help you to see maybe some things? And when I say earn the right, I've written down a couple of things to go along with that. So, in earning the right to have people follow you, it's important to know, and this is and without talking to everyone, because we all know that when you're talking to everyone and anyone, you're really talking to no one. So, if you are, talking to people, and um you're trying to find out what it is that they're going through, it's important to be able to, let me go back here, talk to them, those people that you want to serve, those people that you want to help. Now, some people have difficulty with that because they're not really sure who that audience will be, who that following will be. For me, it was easy because of what I went through in trying to build a business off on the side to go along with what I was already doing, which I was a registered nurse. And I have two kids, single parent. So, things just started to get a little expensive and what have you. And they had different little illnesses and stuff that, asthma and what have you, other stuff and things that you needed to buy that, were not prescription. And so, stuff started getting a little bit, expensive. And so I started with the, business building well over 20 years ago, but I didn't stick with it when it didn't, come to fruition. I just would drop it and go back, work overtime as a nurse, what have you. But it's important to talk to the people that you want to serve. And in talking to them, you wanna be talking to the things that are causing them issues. Maybe you're like me and you wanna talk to those people like you that were out there struggling and, you know, and just didn't understand why things were so bad, why I was going to home parties, leaving my kids at home alone when they were younger, and not, no one showing up, and then getting stuck there, and then not having anyone to say, well, since we didn't have anybody show up tonight, let's go on and go home. And they decided to keep it and hold a meeting, and the meeting just didn't, I don't know, I just felt like I could have been home doing what I could have been doing for my kids, or spending time doing things that I needed to do. So for me, that was kind of tough. And the leaving my kids alone after a while, just really got to me, and I just stayed in doing the overtime nursing stuff for a while. But then I had a friend who asked me again, so I ventured out again. I did this like 3, 4, 5 times, different companies or something like that. But anyway, let me keep my eye on the time. So you want to talk to those people that you want to serve, and you want to talk to those people in looking at what it is that they're going through. Can you help them with that by providing a solution? Can you help them with that by providing them value and information that might actually be able to truly help them? Something they could do now and that would maybe take some load off or something like that. I mean, it's important that people know when you're talking to them that you're not just kind of glossing over it, that you're actually really talking to try to help them. Of course, that's going to be more when people raise their hand or say, I want to know more about what you're talking about, or can I talk with you, or whatever, because then it's hard to do that with a room of people or with in a meeting with several people around. But when you can have people that you can actually talk to individually, it helps because then you can find out what really are they going through. Are they going through the same thing that you went through? Are they in need of a solution for, that? And how do they get that? And is there something that you can give them that they can do right now? So I've talked about the ones we want to serve, talking to them, not everybody, giving value, something that they can use right now, something that can help them to change their mind about something, help them to, open their mind and be able to move forward. And, you know, providing those solutions really is a big thing as well. But do you see how important it is to earn the right? To earn the right by giving them, certain information when you're talking, when you're doing your live, when you're doing your posts, when you're doing your stories, to be able to help those that you really want to help, to be able to ease that struggle that they're going through, to ease that upset and frustration that that maybe you went through. For me, that's why I chose to help people that were like me, because I know how that felt. And even though we go through different things and people have done different things, online and offline, it's still something that I can relate to. And maybe in talking about certain things, certain issues, certain struggles that they went through, then that becomes relatable. And, they're like, well, okay, maybe she's not that far off base. Maybe I'll listen to her. Maybe I'll listen to him. So basically, that is all I had to say about this topic today. So I hope it wasn't like way out there where you're like, what the heck is she talking about? Earning the right to talk to people is really, really important. It's one of those things. If we don't earn the right, then people may listen for a few minutes and just leave, if they listen for a few minutes. you know Now, the we were talking about this in a conference I was in over the weekend. The span of time that we have to catch someone's attention is between 3 and 6 minutes, I think, is what it was established. And then someone, actually another speaker, said not 3 minutes, 3 seconds. So 3 to 6 seconds, and more people are getting to where it's just 3 seconds because they're used to that quick, gratification, that quick answer, and keep moving. So the other thing I wanted to say, and this is just in closing, is that your net worth is equal to your net work. So if you don't have a following, if you have not been building up your network, by networking, by talking to others, by learning what people are going through and helping that if it's something that's in your realm of what you're doing, in your niche, then, fine. But if it's not in your niche, but you're still, they're willing to talk to you and listen to you and ask you questions because they feel comfortable with you building that know, like, and trust. And that know, like, and trust helps to allow them, those people that you're speaking to say, okay, they've earned the right. They may not say it to themselves in that way, but they start to open up, start to feel more comfortable with you, saying things to you, talking to you, asking you questions. Even if it's not in your niche, they may ask you, do you know somebody that, is not going to be, off putting, that can help me with this? So, I see time is steadily rolling. So I'm going to go on and stop, but I want to let you know today I have a gift. I will put it on the video when it's downloaded, and it will be in the comment section. And also, today is Tuesday, so we'll be on Clubhouse today, and we'll be talking about social media strategies and tips to help you in building your business. So we have an awesome topic today. I hope you'll join us. It is actually, it's on my page, and it is at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for me on Clubhouse. So if you're not on Clubhouse already, go on and get on there. It's open invitation. Nobody has to get you in. You can get in yourself. And it's, where you can come, listen, ask questions, feel comfortable, and go from there. So don't forget Clubhouse today, 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for me. I usually Google it for other people or have people Google it for themselves and see, so if it's 4:30 Central Standard Time for me, what will it be where I'm living, you know, or for her, then where will it be when I'm living? Where from, can't get it out. What time will it be where I live? What time zone? So, all right. So basically, that is it. I will have the information on the video for you when it's downloaded. It's like a blueprint to help you to be able to see um, a plan, a map, a strategy, and it's even more than that. So I'm going to go and get off here. Talk soon. I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow. Talk soon. Bye now.